Guy coming back at you from City, Rush City, Minnesota. And I'm at a place right behind me called Hairdo or Die. Hairdo or Die, bit of a play on words, hairdo or DYE die. And this building has erupted in controversy that has brought the news stations out here, that has brought the newspapers out here. It's had a ton of comments and a lot of controversy in all over what's going on behind me right here. Little mural, bunch of fists up in the air, different colors. To me, probably promoting, unity, that kind of thing. And what was behind me was another building. From what I understand, that got knocked down. And so the owners of this Hairdo or Die wanted to spiff it up a little and bring the community together. So this was their idea. They were going to have a mural. Well, the city did not like that at all. Nope. They sent these guys a letter. This letter stating that, you know what, you got 10 days. 10 days, pull that thing down, or you're going to be criminally prosecuted. Criminally prosecuted. There's been a huge uproar. There's been all kinds of grief given to the city. A lot of people claiming racism. Racism. Is it really that? Or is it just government incompetence that's going on right here? I have a feeling it's the second. We've had the owner of the hair salon come out with the mayor and write a letter and saying, because they were going to have a big protest here Saturday. We were going to come here Saturday, do the protest. But instead of doing the protest, because the mayor got together, they're going to have an emergency meeting today at City Hall in just a few minutes. I'm going to go there and live stream it for everybody. There's going to be an emergency meeting to see if this complaint can't get quashed. Now, what's the problem? The city is saying that this is not a permitted use. And it's not a denied use. If you read the code, it says if something's not permitted nor denied, you got to assume it's denied. Basically saying if we can't think of it or we didn't tell you you could have it, you can't have it. And to the turbine guy, that is communism. That's not how America works. America, we get to have what we want to, and the cities enact controls guided by the health, safety, and welfare of the people. Now, a color of something should not be controlled because that's a beauty in the eye of the beholder. And this behind me is art. Not only is it art, it's free. It's First Amendment free speech. And I don't even want to go down that First Amendment road because that's not even the issue here. And I don't think racism's the issue. But what I really think the issue is the government's lazy. The government thinks it can do whatever it wants to. And the government here in this city is a little bit out of control or just doesn't understand how the code works. So like I said, we're going to head up to City Hall. We're going to see if there is actual resolution. Now, the code they use said specifically that this is not a use that's allowed. Now, remember if I said allowed or denied, it's denied. But that's not how it works in America. Governments can't go by, if we can't think of it, you can't have it. Because that's how it's written. That's how communism works. Communism takes full control of everything. And to the turbine guy, if you want to be controlled, move into an HOA. Not into a city like this, a small town community. Here, let me show you. If I can get this thing to spin on me. It doesn't want to spin around. Well, anyways, here, I'll show you from behind. This is just a small town community that doesn't deserve this kind of controversy. So where does this kind of controversy come from? Why do owners of a salon like this, for a simple mural to promote peace, have such issues? It's because of the League of Minnesota Cities. They are pushing this. It's a quasi-government entity that takes our tax money by insuring the cities and doesn't care what statutes are, doesn't care about anything except defending the cities. Doesn't care about rights. It doesn't care about people. I've seen lawyers for the League of Cities outright lie and call people killers over property issues. Property issues. Now, the League of Cities has been promoting for a long time now that governments in Minnesota should criminalize a penalty code and use that as a hammer against residents to comply with ordinances. One more time, communism, jail for property. Communism, communism, communism. I'm going to say it again and again because that's where we're being driven in Minnesota, and the League of Minnesota Cities is the main instigator behind it. Well, we are going to head up to City Hall now. We're going to see how this is resolved for Hair, Do, or Die. And we're going to hope that the City Council does the right thing, which it sounds like the mayor wants to do. He's gotten ahead of this. I think they're going to quash what's going on. And that's what elected officials are for, to save us from the persecution of government. Turbine Guy, signing off.